On April 9, 1865, General Lee surrendered his army at Appomattox Courthouse, effectively ending one of the bloodiest conflicts in American history, the Civil War. But could the Confederate States have won the Civil War if things had played out another way? Here are 5 things that the South could have done differently. Thing 1. They could have used the Fabien Strategy. The Fabien Strategy, named after the Roman general who invented it, avoids fighting pitched battles and frontal assaults wherever necessary. The focus is to wear down an opponent through attrition and skirmishes that are designed to disrupt supply lines and lower morale. Southern generals like Robert E. Lee are praised for their tactical genius, often being called the American Napoleon, but his battles were bloody affairs. The Confederacy simply could not sustain the same amount of casualties as the Union, so taking this pressure off could have secured a Southern victory. Thing 2. They didn't have to win, just not lose. With the Union armies invading from the north, the Confederacy had the geographical advantage. With public opinion in the north wavering, calls for ceasefire from groups like the Copperheads and the Peace Movement were putting pressure on the government. If the South could have capitalised on this and brought the Union to the negotiating table, perhaps favourable terms for a ceasefire could have been drawn up. Thing 3. They could have enlisted international aid. Although not officially recognised as a sovereign country by the rest of the world, the Confederacy did have strong international ties. It produced over 80% of the world's cotton and wanted to increase demand by hoarding it just before the naval blockade by the Union was set up. Enlisting the military support of mighty powers like Great Britain and France could have helped threaten the Union's ability to trade and demand peace negotiations. Thing 4. They could have employed competent leaders. The South is seen as having the better military commanders during the war, but this mainly stems from what is called the Lost Cause, championed by the South after the war. Essentially, it romanticised the Southern military and portrayed General Lee as the perfect military general and strategist. While Lee was a very capable leader, men like Generals Hood and Bragg were seen as just being incompetent as military commanders, compared to the Northern leaders like Grant and Sherman. If the South wanted any chance of victory, it would need to shake up its command structure. Thing 5. They could have gained the technological edge. With balloons, steam-powered ironclads and rapid-firing machine guns becoming more popular, both sides sought to gain the technological advantage over the other. The South even hit upon the idea to build a helicopter, almost 100 years before they'd be used by the US and Vietnam. Using a steam engine driven by 2 enormous Archimedean screws, the device was intended to fly above the battlefield, raining destruction down on the Union from above. Lack of funds grounded the project, but if it had been built, it might have given the Southern military the edge it needed. Do you think the Confederacy could have won, or was it always doomed to fail? Let us know in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed the video, and remember to give us a like and subscribe below. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.